Hello, welcome back to Homeschool Wherever. My name is Carmen Sognonvi, and in this video, I'm going to share with you our very first homeschool field trip. We went to the Brooklyn Museum to check out their exhibit Studio 54 Night Magic. The unit study that we did in September, which was our very first one, was all about the disco era, and going to the exhibit and seeing all the artifacts in person really helped to bring that to life. If you're new to this channel, we are a multiracial secular family living in New York City. We're trying homeschooling for the very first time this year, and we have two daughters, Ella, who's in 3rd grade, and Sean, who's in 6th grade. This channel is all about documenting our homeschooling journey, so if that sounds of interest to you, I hope you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Also, we are full-time family travel creators, so if you want to check out that side of our lives, check out our travel channel at Top Flight Family. The Brooklyn Museum is actually one of the oldest and largest art museums in the US. Its roots can be traced back to 1823, and it was originally located in Brooklyn Heights. The institution moved to the current building on Eastern Parkway in the 1890s. One thing I love about the museum is that you don't even have to go inside to enjoy art. There are always great public art installations outside the museum. I love this vibrant yellow sculpture by Deborah Cass. It says yo on one side or oi on the other side, and it's just a really fun way to play on slang. Also, this red and white installation on the outside steps thanks essential workers. It urges people to know that COVID is not a hoax, and it encourages them to vote for change. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any info on the artist behind this installation, but I think it's fantastic. Some of my favorite pieces in the museum are actually right inside the lobby. This painting is Napoleon leading the army over the Alps, and it's by Kehinde Wiley, and I really love his work. He specializes in painting everyday black and brown people in a style that used to be reserved for royalty or upper classes. This sculpture is called Along the Way, and it's by Cause, who is a Brooklyn-based artist who has roots in graffiti and street art. It's actually 18 feet tall, so it's incredibly imposing. Then we entered the Studio 54 exhibit. It starts by delving a little bit into the history of music at nightclubs. So most music at clubs used to be played live by musicians. But when disco came around, one of the things that it changed is that it really popularized playing records instead of using live musicians, and that really helped to change the landscape of nightlife. This front section of the exhibit also gives an overview of what New York City was like in the 1970s, and you can even have a look at the original glasses and cocktail shakers and caviar bowls and ashtrays that were used in Studio 54. There's a great section dedicated to the costume designs that Antonio Lopez created for Studio 54's opening night. Lopez was a prominent fashion illustrator, designer, and stylist in the 60s and 70s. Speaking of fashion, this is definitely the most compelling part of the exhibit. I absolutely loved getting up close to all of the classic looks created by the most important influential designers and brands of that era. Everyone from Halston to Fiorucci, from Norma Kamali to Stephen Burroughs, from Kenzo to Charles Jourdan, from Calvin Klein to Gloria Vanderbilt. It's really, really cool to see. It was also fascinating to see some of the original architectural plans of the space, the lighting installations, the graphic design, and also some of the artwork that was inspired by Studio 54. Andy Warhol, who was a regular at Studio 54, made these screen prints of the VIP drink tickets, and that was pretty cool to see. And it was so fun that they actually had the original and last official liquor license of Studio 54 as part of the exhibit. As always with museums, you exit the exhibit through the gift shop, but there are actually a lot of cool things here, like these postcards of iconic photos from the Studio 54 era, and a whole table full of Andy Warhol-related toys and memorabilia. I'll be releasing a video really soon on our disco unit study. I'll get into why we chose that topic, how we went about studying it, so if you don't want to miss that, be sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on. If you'd like to learn what a unit study even is and how it can benefit your homeschool, go check out that video right there. If you haven't already, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Homeschool Wherever. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.